Yeah, we'll help it. We'll help everyone. Um, with that, you guys end in a lovable little homestead, a nice little wizard tower of who else than Erky Waywocket. Oh,
Oh,
the
fuck you, my
Waywocket Tower! How I
pickle.
love this place. Oh
I don't want to be back
dear
here.
I love
Erky.
Erky Waywalker.
If my professor's here, I'm gonna shoot myself. I'm gonna shoot myself in that. I'm gonna shoot myself in that.
All right,
Well,
calm down.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. This might be a different episode, but we just got off the heels of that by another classmate of mine being deceased.
Trigger warning, suicide again, just in case y'all weren't used to it.
That's fucking
We should edit that out. I guess.
He's so serious. Also, we gotta make it a minute without cursing. We didn't do that. Crazy.
shit.
LOL.
Oh, I cursed. I said that.
I just well, if no one else did, I just did. So
You all end up. You end up at the first floor. This is an entry room that Fell and Sharp have seen before. It's a grandiose library of sorts with a small writing desk tucked away. Last time you were here, you were on a nice sort of well-made carpet, and that carpet has been torn or thrown aside, and underneath is this magic circle that you seem to have come out of. Standing there in anticipation, as finally Sharp is the last to come through as the portal closes. Everyone. You watch as Sharp's, albeit naked, feathered body, pops out of this side. Yet Ren is nowhere to be seen. When you all entered, Erky and Meliska, Erky's wife, were sitting at the stairs, and I will describe them in a second. However, immediately, Haitian breaks forward and looks at you, Sharp. Where's Ren?
Sharp just shakes his head.
Haitian nods, looks down at the floor, and just walks up the stairs. We better go talk with him. Thank you for having us, Mr. and Mrs. Waywocket. It's a lovely home. Yo, welcome, Doran.
Fel is going to
Doran Falcar
revert.
walk up stairs.
He's gonna revert back to his human form.
Is he naked now too?
No, he gets his clothes back.
Says who? Is that how this
Unfortunately.
universe works?
Talon, am I naked?
You're naked, bro.
oh my
Your
god.
lamp sack is gone, baby.
It's been ripped off by your fucking transformation.
Stephanie reaches over and covers Mossburn's face from the neck.
You know.
We'll fetch
This
you
is
some clothes.
Thank you. This has
meanwhile-
not been a problem before.
And meanwhile, drags the carpet that normally covers the magic circle and just hands it to you, Phil. You wrap yourself in
Thank
this
you.
for some modesty.
Thank you. He's gonna-
Erky stands at the stairs. You know where Erky. You love Erky. I love Erky. Everybody should
I love
fucking love
Erky.
Erky because
I love Erky.
he is a tan, sort of darker brown skinned gnome with wild green hair that is put up in a man bun and 2 strands of gray hair that sort of fall at the sides of his face. He has a happy expression and a beard that's bushy and matches the color of his hair. A few gray strands poking out every now and then. And he wears a sort of nice little cloak, and he stands there at attention. Meliska, you have not seen Meliska before. You had a chance to, but you didn't. Meliska, on the stairs, is sort of She's in this wheelchair, and this wheelchair is propped up against sort of where the wall where these sort of grind rails are. And her wheelchair seems to sit against the grind rails. She has black skin, dark brown hair with gray strands that also kind of match Urki's on the side, covered with sort of grease or like paint. Wearing this sort of protective craftsmanship outfit. She seems to do a lot of tinkering. And I put Meliska in the NPC refs. Yes, there's Urki, my beloved.
I love Urki, my favorite character.
There's Meliska.
Damn well.
I love them.
I also love them, dude.
Urki
Waywocket, number 1.
So, hello all. I've met 2 of you,
Hello again.
I believe.
Rav will extend out her hand and for like a handshake.
Oh, yes, of course. Urki Waywocket.
Rav, thank you for your hospitality.
Of course. You're dear friends with Clarabelle, so you're dear friends to me. And of course, I know your bird friend and your wolf friend.
Yeah, sorry about his indecency.
Oh, that's fine.
And Rav will kind of shoot a look down his face.
Should have looked down.
Oh, it's fine. It happens.
If that was
How is everyone? You've gone through quite an ordeal. Oh, Urki, why don't we just have them come in for some tea and let them rest? Yes, you're right. Please come in. The dining hall is just on the 3rd floor. Or if you wish to, you can sit around by the fireplace. It's right above us. But please come in. We'll find you some clothes, Fel.
Thank you.
In fact, we'll find you clothes for everyone here, because it seems that you're just stuck in burlap sacks.
They do get a bit itchy with movement.
Yeah, I figured. A lot of chafing, maybe. That's none of my business. I'm sure you're very uncomfortable. You need to wash up. You need to eat. You need to rest. We'll get sorted with that right away. Please come up. And Urki begins walking up, and you see Meliska's wheelchair sort of like turns on the grind rails, and then just like starts skidding upwards, and you see sparks sort of fly backwards as she like starts going up against the grind rails.
Fast as fuck.
This is fun, dude.
That's Tony Hawk right there.
Oh,
On her
Oh my
wheelchair.
god.
For real.
yeah. My first thought when Urki was like, "Oh, how are you guys feeling?" Austin's brain went off and was it going to say drafty.
Mm.
Um,
That's pretty.
God.
and then I reeled it back in for a
Are we
minute.
falling behind Urki right now?
I would assume, unless you guys
Okay,
don't want to.
That was
Rob
the
will
last
follow behind.
one.
Rob will look, Rob will look at him and just as he saw him and be like, "Do you perchance have anything smokable here?" It's been like a really weird like couple of days, I think, and they took my pipe, so I'm like,
Oh, yes.
totally
I
got that.
assume I could find something. Yes. Any preferences? Do you wish for a high? Do you wish for just relaxation? Do you wish for a trip?
honestly, I don't think a trip would
Okay.
be
I figured.
great right now.
Yes.
But yeah, higher relaxation would be great. One of those, whatever you have. I'm not very picky.
Of course.
I spoke the
If you were to
same
take a
language.
trip, you'd see drool in the fucking corners.
Dude, I'll kill myself for real. Trigger warning.
Oh my god.
You guys
You're gonna
get
make me laugh,
eventually to the 3rd floor where the dining space is, and there's a kitchen and a a dining table there. Haitian and Doran and Falcor also make their way up, eventually sitting down at the dining table. Haitian looks distraught, but he is keeping himself together. Otherwise, Falcor and Doran are doing fine. Eventually, you guys are given new clothes, in which you can change in the Waywocket's bedroom temporarily, which is above the dining space. And you are given food, in which you get to eat plenty of. Rav is given good berry leaves to smoke, and a pipe that Meliska has made. It's a very nice wooden pipe. It kind of looks like a bird. Looks like a finch, and you smoke out of the tail.
When Rav sees it, like a little tear wells up in her eye, and she's like, "This means very, very much to me. Thank you."
Oh yes, of course. You can keep it, by the way. I've plenty. I like to just make them in my spare time.
This is lovely. Thank you so much. Really quickly, Tom, how tall are? I'm assuming these clothes are not like. How tall are the?
We all walking around in booty
I'm
shorts.
gonna say they're
So-
walking around in like crop tops and booty shorts right now because like I feel like realistically like they're not gonna have just like our size lying around.
They do not have your size lying around. However,
Can I
Uh,
customize my fit right now?
no.
I mean,
Welcome-
like tear it up so it can look.
Welcome to Sex Island.
If you wish to tear up your clothes, you can. However, yes, they are initially smaller, but Meliska is a high-level artificer, and Urki is a high-level wizard, and can change.
Okay,
the size
so
of
we
yeah.
put them on, and then as we come out, they're like, "Let me fix this for you," and
Yeah.
they kind of like,
Yeah.
"Okay, awesome, thank you." So these are not our exact clothes, but this is like like a blouse and a pair of pants that now fit us correctly. They're
It's
not
like a
capris.
shirt that a shirt like those fucking
the wolf
drawstring
shirt.
Yeah, it's the wolf shirt.
It's just a wolf shirt. We're all wearing wolf
No,
shirts.
it's like those drawstring
Oh.
tunics that are all pretty much
Yeah.
the same. They vary in color from depending on the person.
white, eggshell,
Eggshell,
tan.
black. There's a green
Okay.
one there. Who wants the green one? Red.
Ooh.
That one's a pretty good one.
I'll take the white one.
More eggshell and white.
Good.
See,
Can I take one of them and make it to a skirt?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
They're all of Urki's old shirts, anyways. He tends to wear sweaters now.
When we put it on, do we smell like a little bit of like old man smell? We're like,
It smells like clothes that are kept in a wood drawer, like that kind of musty sort of
Yeah.
wood paneling smell. I only know that because that's what my clothes smell like because I have a fucking
Yeah.
wood dresser.
no, I got it. No, I use
Yeah.
my wood dresser too. Like
Like-
I would
like-
pull out shirts that I forgot about and be like, what
Ooh.
is this smell?
Ooh, this is
Wow.
something else. And it like has a little bit of dryer sheet because you hear about the hack that's like put dryer sheets in with your clothes and it'll like kind of make them smell a little different. And it doesn't really help.
It doesn't.
It's
it
just
never
it's just
will.
like I smell a tiny bit of floral wood.
What's the citrus scent with my oak and
Oak and musk.
with the pipe though, Rav will try to find either like a balcony or a porch of some sort to go
Yeah.
sit down and
There's
smoke
one
on.
off the bedroom. Above the bedroom is a washroom if anyone needs it.
I'm sure we all smell like mint and musk.
And the next floor, the 6th floor, is Meliska's sort of workshop. You see a fuck ton of just these metal contraptions, these wood contraptions, just everything under the sun, and all of them are beautiful. Meliska is like a fine craftsman when it comes to this shit. And then above that is an observatory, large enough area to see the sky with a telescope. It's looking towards the stars, this telescope, and there's another telescope that sort of looks down towards the edge of where the plateau is, looking at the sort of crystal clusters that grow out of the plateau. And that's essentially the Waywocket Tower. So you're settling down, and you're eating food. Haitian and his half group is there. They've lost, 2 people at this point. They're down 2. Poor
Yeah.
Rip Elwin. Rip Ren.
Yeah, we didn't even get to meet Ellen.
No, he was a ASMR Gloomstalker Ranger.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But yeah, they just sort of sit around, Haitians eating, paying attention only to the food. Yeah, Ron's getting into character. Eventually, when everyone's settled down, Mr. and Mrs. Waywarkett, they sit at the head of the table, and they begin to give, not a demonstration, but they give you the lowdown on what the fuck is going on.
Can Rob like hear? Like, is the door open so Rob can hear? 'Cause she's not gonna smoke in their house. That's just disrespectful.
So yeah, you can kind of like hear, since you're on the balcony, you can sort of hear it coming from the window, 2 floors beneath, a floor beneath you.
Word. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'll get the rundown from one of them after.
Yeah. Some celebratory music is playing, even though it doesn't feel celebratory in the mood. But it is playing throughout the household of the Waywarkett Tower.
Got that Astral Observatory on. I'll listen in.
Right. So, Lord Solibar sucks. Plain and simple. I've never been a big fan of him. I went to school with him. He was getting his Archmage doctorate or whatever the fuck. I was learning some more advanced classes. And
Just casually flexing.
Literally, like, just slight
And,
shit on him.
he has always been an ambitious fellow, but I did not expect this from him. This is quite slimy, quite dirty. You icky, I don't like it.
I love Erky Waywarkett.
And Melissa is like rubbing her temples and blushing at this, and she's like, I love my husband.
He is my favorite character.
And I love my wife. So, you are all going to be waiting here for 3 days. After that 3 days is up, you will go to Clarabelle, and you will inform Clarabelle of where you wish to go, and then you will be out of Alurin.
Okay.
Currently, Clarabelle is working on getting Melidry's family out, and any other person that is associated with you that lives here and is closely related. So, speaking of which, Mossfern, Clarabelle is hoping for some sort of information or some sort of thing that can convince your family to move out of Alurin. If there's anything that you may provide.
Or probably. Oh man, I don't know.
It's okay
Probably
if not.
this new farm.
New farm.
Pick up.
All
There's
right.
a big farmer market sale going on and on.
Well, I'll inform Clarabelle, and I'm sure we'll work something out and get them out safely. Right now, Alurin is... Whilst the people of Alurin do not know it, things are happening. Things that will result in more tensions and eventually probably a war. The Lord Solibar is doing things that we have discovered through you that are not indicative of what a lord should do. I want you to understand that Lord Solibar is not an example. He's an outlier. I don't know what made him like this, but he is. There's a war and a race coming. Not a race war. My apologies. A race separate. There is no racism in Concordis. I need to make this clear now and here that there is none. There is no fantasy racism.
You should put parentheses uncensored in
Oh my
parentheses
fucking god.
in the
I
title of
am
this
so red.
episode.
Because I
Great.
said it. It was like, oh, it's like an arms race. Oh, there's also a war happening. But I put the words together too close.
Yep.
I'm so red right now. I hate DMing. I'm actually not
Editing.
DMing. No, not editing actually, because
You're not.
editing these clips takes forever. And in any case, I'm not DMing another series of Concordis. Fuck this shit.
That was it. That was the final
You
straw.
can't see it.
That was the
Rowan
final
is
straw.
distraught.
Okay.
Rowan is in distress. I am in distress.
You all are in danger, and you need to get out of Allurin immediately. Is basically the example that I'm trying to portray here.
And question:
Yes.
in 3 days' time, how are we getting to Clarabelle?
Through teleportation circle. That is another reason we cannot go now. Clarabelle needs to set up a place in which the prying eye of Solabar cannot pierce. He has a lot of people who can scry, and luckily my tower is safe. Hopefully the place that Clarabelle sets up will be safe, but otherwise he will probably know where you are.
So, no going outside.
No going outside. Once you leave Allurin, his jurisdiction ends. And if he wishes to step upon the toes of other lords, he very well may try. He very well may try. Jesus Christ, it's getting to me, guys. I'm breaking under the pressure. Do you see the cracks? Thanks for the thumbs up.
Under pressure.
Under pressure. Putting down on me.
It's okay, you're carrying. I'm so tired.
He very well may try. But I don't think he will, because he doesn't want to risk exposing his plans to anyone. Just be wary of assassins. That's the best I can give you.
Got
However,
it.
we will provide for you in these 3 days. If you need anything, please let us know, and we shall give it to you.
Rough. We'll kind of descend the stairs. She's put out the pipe. She's smacked it out and is just sitting out. She'll come down the stairs and she'll look over. She'll go, "Sorry, I couldn't really get. I got most of it. It was a little hard, some words, but context clues and all that. This is not really super important to anything, and this wasn't really my plan. But I have to be in Soland soon. My goal was once I got Maligry, which I didn't know he was in such deep water that we could. You're fine. It's fine. Was to get him and then leave. But seeing as how things are going now, I wasn't going to really. Fell knew, but outside of that, I wasn't really going to inform anyone else in the party. It didn't seem super imperative. I feel like I might have brought it up, but I can never remember exact things. But anyways, I have to be in Soland. He doesn't have jurisdiction in Soland, and I doubt the council would let him. Soland might be a safe place for all of you.
You all are also not considered criminals in any other continent. For a person to be labeled a criminal in a different continent, they need to take it up with, of course, the council, the four lords, and the High King. But for him to do so, would have to reveal probably some of his political plans. Also, he's not a favorite of some of the lords, including Soland. So,
I can't force you guys to take it. And if you have another place that you think might be safer or better for you, I'm not going to force you guys to come with. But you guys are a family to me, and I want to keep you safe. And Soland might be the best place to do that.
Can't wait to roll up all onto the estate with you.
There's also, though, I'm sure most people are aware, there's other continents, and there's probably areas in Aluran that would be safer as well.
Well, I'll talk amongst yourselves. You have 3 days to decide where you wish to go. Again, if you need anything, me and Meliska will be here for you. She tends to be in her workshop. I tend to be in the observatory. So if you need to catch us on anything, please do. If you ever need a meal, it can be cooked for you magically. You don't need us. You also don't need to do it yourself if you're not inclined on cooking. You know where the bathroom is. You may sleep in our bedroom. You may sleep on the room downstairs, here, wherever. But for now, you are safe. Take a breath, relax. I'll keep you updated. And if you ever want to keep yourselves entertained, I'm always looking for an assistant. Or you can just even try out some of the gadgets I have in my workshop. I'm sure it'd be really fun.
Mhm.
And they sort of ascend to their they ascend. They climb up the stairs and
They
just
might
float
have
through the
seen
fucking
other
floors. They go to their respective rooms.
I don't doubt it. I feel like Urki Waywalk could just totally do that. Number one favorite character is Urki.
Haitian pipes up. I appreciate the offer if it was extended towards us, but we're staying in Allura. We have to cut the Lord short, and now that I know he knows where you all found that one stone, I need to make sure that I do something about it before he does.
I kind of figured y'all would.
I'm going to pack it in, so. Enjoy the rest
Haitian.
of you guys. Yes.
Be safe, please. I know we're not like best friends or anything, but you've been through a lot in your life, and especially recently. Don't do anything that is just. Don't do anything reckless.
No. There's been too much loss. I'll clamber down the steps. Doran and Falcar find their places to rest. Doran's sitting in the kitchen. He's probably gonna rest on like the sofa that's sort of by there that sort of fills the space. Falcar's probably resting in the lounge area, and Haitian down at the bottom. Now it's just you guys and Melidri. If there's anything anyone would like to do at any moment, let me know. Or we're just gonna start going down the days.
Is there anywhere you guys are sure about going?
I can tell you places I can't go.
If any of you are having the idea that you need to stay, it'd probably be smart for you to band with Haitian, at least in the beginning. I know I'm not a resident of Alorn so much, and so I really have no ties to what entirely happens to this continent. Of course, I don't want Satan himself as leader, but getting out of here is more important right now than is staying and helping. But I don't know, but if some of you are having that thought of an opposite reaction, I could understand why.
Not many people are built for a life like Haitians. I've learned that a very long time.
Yeah. He's it's unfortunate. I learned a little bit about it. We reconnected, but he's in Alern because of the Lord. The Lord took him under his wing in the adoption center and brought him over. So he grew up with the Lord, and they're after the same thing. Just two very different philosophies. Two very different philosophies.
So, Military, we're somewhat out of the loop here. What exactly are they after?
They're after the stone.
Fel doesn't know that.
I've heard a little bit about it. It's a fabled thing. Haitian knew it as the Philosopher's Stone. I think the Lord called it the Celestial Forge. And at first, he thought they were after two different things. But when Haitian was sick of the Lord and split off from him and joined the Adventuring Guild to put a wedge between them, eventually he learned that Philosopher's Stone, Celestial Forge, the Ring of the Emperor, all these other different names that it has, it's all the same thing. It's just this thing that empowers or emboldens another thing with fuel. Something about old gods. That's about all I know.
Well, thank you.
Probably gonna turn in for the night as well, so.
Alright. Good night, Military.
Good night, all of you. Rest well.
Sleep well.
Ledry is now gone. Anything you guys talk about?
Where do you think you guys are going?
Well,
Where do you think you guys are going?
well. I'm probably going back to Soland with Ruff. So.
Is it
Gotta come for me.
nice there?
It's warm.
So warm all the time.
I'm
Depending on where
bad.
you live, one of the nicest places you've ever seen. Or it's the worst.
Is it hot? Is it like really hot?
It's pretty hot. I was gonna lie and say it's not that hot, but it's pretty hot.
What about Lowland? Do you know anything about it?
Go ahead, give me a history
Not-
check.
Where
Anyone who wants to recollect information about Lowland.
I was like, I feel like I have like general knowledge of most of the states, just of because of my background, but like I don't think it'd be like intense.
Yeah, Lowland is equivalent to Kansas.
I
Uh,
could
No,
probably.
Lowland's main
Alright.
export is actually shellfish.
I got you with the 17.
17.
I got you
Its
with the 10.
GDP is 1.2 million gold pieces.
I
can
got you-
probably
I-
also say
I
something.
got you with the 10.
10.
Where the bookmark it at? Hold on.
I know
Is it history?
Lowland's,
Yes.
History.
Lowland's name is Lowland. I think I got you with that one.
Her.
I know its general location on the map.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. 25.
Fine. Okay. 17, 25. You both know Lowland is generally pretty snowy. It's pretty Arctic-like. It's has some of the poorest people and some of the richest people in the same place. So there are really bad slums, but also right on top of the slums are almost paradises.
Oh, so Alabama.
They once had a export of some kind. All the continents sort of do, where it's like a learn with magical technologies, Soland with hunters and sort of meat export, that sort of thing. Honorex with the sort of military like capital, like all the military, all the watchers of any continent are trained there and then sent to different continents. Pretty much any form of guard training or military training is done in Honorex. Lowland used to be the technology capital. It used to be where all like artificial sort of creations were devised and done. That's where Meliska got her, her education. However, about somewhat probably 50-ish years ago, that went to Alurin. So Alurin does magical and technological exports, and Lowland just is kind of there. But yet they still have very, very rich people.
Well, I'm just gonna say basically what Talon fucking said, but imagine it Rob's voice. Excluding the technology part, I feel that's not really something that Rob would bring up. Like, good.
That would be something Ruthney would bring up.
I might end up there then.
You want to go to Lowland?
Oh, I by no means want to. No. But I don't really do well with heat, and I can't really go anywhere else.
Well, I'm sure there's colder places in Soland.
What
Like,
Rob
maybe-
is saying.
You do live in an oasis.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like where I live's really great.
Yeah.
What-
What are you?
what
What are you?
Rob-
What are you asking me?
What Rob is trying to
Rob.
imply is that we would like if you came.
No, that's not
I
what
want
I'm
to hear.
saying.
I want to hear them say it.
I'm saying it.
Why is it so important for me to say it?
Say it.
Say what?
Say it, Rob.
Holy shit. Look, all I'm saying is that
Rob Afina.
all that I am saying
Say it.
is that I hate Solid and I hate my family there, and you guys, the closest in the family I've had in a very long, most of you are, no hate to anybody, but there's a lot of people in this house right now that I've only met once or twice. Look, it's just this point of I don't want any of you dying, and I feel some sort of like protection of sorts. I don't know. I could also see.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I care about all of you. I will say though, Soland is a hot area. There's a lot of dry land,
Sand.
and sand. So if you're not,
Please
if
tell
we
me.
split up, it would be best to do it in groups. More so, but then again, it also could be better just to completely disappear away. All I'm saying is, Rethny, if you come, it might be a little difficult for you in Soland. I'm not saying don't come. I'm saying that it might be difficult just because there's not a whole lot of water.
I'll just
We
keep
do
like a little
live in
bottle.
an oasis, though.
Yeah,
Give me a
where I
little,
live's fine. You can work where I live.
little spray bottle just for me.
Wait, look at your
spray bottle just to keep Red the Enriched. What's Mossford
Still
thinking of
missing
winning?
Enrichment time.
Enrichment time.
Um. And so with that, sort of night ends, and day one falls. Well, day one comes up. This is day one of staying here for 3 days.
Ah.
Right. And this is probably midday, about this time when Urki breaks this news. Right. So, I've been informed. The Obsidian Stags are labeled as an insurrection group. And are branded traitors and murderers in alert.
Murderers.
Yeah.
The fuck?
We did
You know,
did kill a lot of guards.
Oh yeah, we did
Yes.
kill them.
I have a confession to make.
Mm-hmm.
If I was part of a group that got labeled as a terrorist organization, and I got a nickel for each time that it happened, I'd have two silver pieces.
Ooh, that's weird that it happened twice.
But it is so weird that it happened
So
twice. Yes.
there is,
That isn't
and
a lot for
I would like you to know, just so you understand the dangers you may be facing. There is a 50,000 gold reward for your retrieval.
Hot damn.
10,000 for each of you, alive.
Oh,
Alive. What's about us dead?
2,500 no gold for if you're dead. 2,500 gold for any accurate information on your whereabouts. Haitian, Doran, Falcar, and Melidri. And Melidri goes, I'm included. Are branded traders, and a 7,500 gold reward for each alive. 1,000 gold for any accurate information on your whereabouts.
We're
So,
much more than you, military.
man, you guys did do more.
We beat.
I don't know if it was a competition. Sharp, do you understand what it means to have a 10,000 gold bounty on your head?
I think out of anyone
quite
here,
aware.
Sharp is
Quite
Sharp
aware.
is.
Yeah. We'll have fun with that one.
How much is your other bounty?
Oh, I don't know if it's more of a bounty. I think it's more of just like a
Kill on sight?
governmental, like, yes, if I'm to be identified by a foreign government, I believe I'm to be executed upon my
Oh.
seeing.
Yep, that seems about right.
I want you to come to Soland now, so I get to hear that.
Yeah, I have some things I should probably tell you about.
You got some baggage.
Well, I would
Well,
think that would sum it up, yeah.
I'll leave you all with it. That is the news for today. Hope it was wonderful to hear.
Great.
This is okay.
I want to go test gadgets, Talon.
Okay. You have a nice day testing gadgets with Meliska.
I want to cry.
You have a nice fun day crying.
You know, sometimes you need that.
Sometimes you do need that.
Sometimes that's healthy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it healthy for Sharp at this moment?
To cry?
Yeah.
He probably hasn't done it in like 5 years, so probably yeah. He probably could benefit from some tears.
It only took how many classmates?
Good God.
Anything else anyone would like to do?
I think I'm gonna go lay in a tub of water.
Alright, use the bathroom, have a nice little soak.
Bathtub.
Last kind of ones you
Thanks.
can get in before you go to Soland, perchance.
Everybody wants to
Good nap.
Taking a nap.
Got
Nice
a
little
cat nap.
little cat nap.
Gonna find a nice warm spot in this one.
And with that, I believe we can move into day 2, unless anyone has anything else they'd like to do. Day 2. About midday, Meliska is the one to deliver this news. So, right. Most of the adventuring groups who don't have active quests right now are apparently going out and looking in Allurin for you guys.
Oh, I'm
We got
so.
groupies. Oh my god.
I feel so honored.
They are looking. So it is now active quests to bring you into the Lord. So it is now even more dangerous in Allurin, even though we all already knew this was probably going to happen. But good news, the upside of this, the Adventuring Guild is mostly empty, meaning that it'll be a bit easier for Clarabelle to get you guys in. But there are some watchers about, so it's still a little dangerous. In any case,
I'm gonna have my long run. Do the long rest real quick.
yeah, you guys can get your long rests and all that. And again, you have another day to do whatever you would like.
Gadgets.
Gadgets.
Yeah. Since
Just pondering.
we haven't like been able to, do they have like a bowl that I can use?
Yeah, bowl if you'd like to.
I'm gonna get a bowl. I'm gonna go and sit like in the middle of their little living area that they have. I'll place the bowl. And I'm gonna fill it with water.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go get a flower. If they have any of any kind
Yeah, of
around.
course, they have plenty of herbs.
Yeah, I'm gonna grow a flower. I'll put it in the middle of said ball. And then I'm going to have a little droll ceremony. Like a droll like little funeral ceremony.
Oh.
If anybody wants to come join me
Oh.
around the bowl.
So sick.
Because remember, he would always use a bowl to drink out of.
He would. He would. I'm sure everyone, aside from doing their little activities for the day, Rav and Fel messing with gadgets and all that, I think everyone collects. Even Melidry comes to help celebrate Droll's life.
And Rusty will mostly spend her time there just doing like her people's prayers, wishing him well, and placing little more flowers to it.
If Sharp. I'm sorry. Is this a good place to jump in?
Yeah.
Okay. If Sharp can get alone for a second.
Yeah. Find a place that's the one.
He's gonna cast Sending.
Okay.
To no.
To snow. Okay.
Yeah.
You say?
Uh-oh.
I just see if it works first.
Yeah, it works. The spell works.
Like it makes a connection.
Yeah. And you
Okay.
are now have the opportunity to say 25 words, and you're like caught off guard. You're like, I wasn't expecting this.
I decast the spell.
It's like when you call someone, don't expect for them to pick up. They pick up, and you're just like, and you hang up.
Yeah.
You decast the spell.
I just sit there like almost having a panic attack, like calming my breathing again.
It's not quite as like answering a phone and having no one talk to you because you don't know that you answered the phone. But there was like a sense, maybe. But is that everyone's day for day 2?
Yeah.
Alright. Third day arrives. The news is that Watchers of Allurin have eased up in Neverfair. And having searched former places that you guys have resided, places that you've gone and frequented to, and other things in Alurin, the Watchers have eased up upon Neverfair and its adventuring guild, and in doing so have left Neverfair with this empty, solemn tone. No adventurers, only some of the people that work in the shops and such like that, and some of the people that work in the adventuring guild. That's it. A once bustling capital filled with so much hope and happiness. It's kind of just gray now. Sort of just muted. But you are clear to come to the Adventuring Guild. Is everyone ready? Minds made up about what you'd like to do?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you give me 5 minutes?
Of course, take as much time as you want.
And Purple again try to find place alone. And cast Sunning Spell again.
Okay. I'm kicking my feet and shit.
You fucking. Goose now.
Mm-hmm. Does know.
Dear Snow, I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I need to know if I came back, could we give it?
Could we give it?
Could we give it?
Oh. Could we give it up? There is a long, long pause, to the point where you just don't think you're going to get an answer. I want to see you, Sharp. That's all you get?
Sharp heads back out.
Alright, well, I will get the circle ready. Say your goodbyes, and he gestures to Haitian and you guys, and he begins in a corner, and he's like talking to Clarabelle, and he's like writing down what she's saying to him. Haitian walks up. Stay safe, stay alert, and live on, I guess. I know that Ren was sort of always bitchy, but it was a defense mechanism, and it's okay if you don't forgive it even then. You're not obligated to, but I do want you all to know that she cared for you guys, and that she was more than ecstatic when we learned that you were alive. And I'm happy that you're alive, and all of us are. I just, thank you for all you've done for us. Good luck on whatever adventure you go on next. This is goodbye for now.
Foe will raise his hand to shake Haitian's.
Haitian will shake your hand. He'll shake everybody's hand, or whoever wishes to. Dorn will come in with a big old hug. He just groups everybody up, even Haitian Meladrian. He gets Meliska in there, and he just puts it all together. Oh my! I'm suddenly here. And let's go. And Falcar also hugs some people and shakes other people's hands. Hugs you, Rov, because you were there, and Mosron, for you guys were the ones that helped save Haitian way back in the cave.
You brought back some husbands. We don't. I don't have. That's actually not gonna end up there. Yeah.
Hey,
Awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice, very good. And they step back, and Mr. Waywocket starts scribbling a little circle. And as he's about to make his last line, and of course, always welcome to contact me. I'm always happy to help. You have many friends here in Alurin, and even though it seems like everything's crashing down, we stand with you.
Where is this teleportation circle going?
To Clarabelle.
Okay, and then from Clarabelle,
Clarabelle will take you to places because she knows a lot more circles.
Cool.
So just know you have friends. I love you all. Stay safe. I love you too. Even though I've barely met you, I love you too.
Melisca's definitely in Rob's favorites. This is a sick ass fucking pipe, bro.
Yeah.
thank you, Urki, for
Meliska is also in Urki's favorites.
everything.
Number 1, my wife. Number 2, Meliska. Number 3, sorry, I was reading your moment file.
And one more thing.
Yes.
Your book kind of got stolen, so by the Lord.
My book. Which book was it?
The wizarding one, like the wizard basics.
Oh,
book got
no.
stolen.
Well, I guess Solomar really needs it. And then that's a lie. Please don't fuck with Solomar. He can kill people with 1 word. 2 people with 1 word. So he's terrifying. Just like to shit on him in the comfort of my own home. Anyways.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. He a bitch.
Farewell. And he strikes the last chalk line. And you guys.
Hey, Clarabelle. Hey, Shoddy.
Hey, Shoddy.
Urki Waywocket is my number 1 favorite character.
God, I fucking love Urki Waywocket.
Right there.
Urki Waywocket loves his wife.
Yeah. Urki Waywocket is Talon's favorite character, and Meliska is just Talon's lives vicariously through her.
Yeah. It's me and me and Urki till the end, baby. OTP Urki X Talon. I hated that. Alright. As you bamf in to a very dark room. Very cold and dark room.
Fucking Jeremy's gonna come out and help us.
Military is with you. He did come with you. He didn't stick with Haitian. But
well, for y'all who didn't meet, so don't know Jeremy.
Jeremy.
He was the OG back in the day.
We miss Jeremy so much.
You're in a strange room within the guild, one that you have not seen before. It's old, it's damp, it smells musky in here, it's not pleasant. But in front of you is a familiar face. It's Clarabelle. And she stands there, and after a deep breath, tackles you guys. And just hugs you real close. Almost with the strength of Doran's hug, honestly. And as she just, sits there, lays on top of you guys, hugging you, I'm so glad you're safe. And she stays there for the better part of 20-30 seconds.
This is not. No, this is a loving hug. No, it's not. This is
uncomfy. Nope. Sharp does not know you like that, man.
Rob knows her like that. Rob's like leaning
Must
in. Rob's
hurry.
right. We leaning in. Our heads are on her shoulder. Like,
And eventually she pulls herself off, but she sits there, dusts herself off for a second, and clasps her hands together. And she's like quelling tears from welling up in her eyes. Well, unfortunately, as you may know, your lives in Alurin are essentially over. And until, or if, the Lord is no longer in power and his transgressions exposed, you cannot return. Well, I mean, you can stay, of course, that is your choice. If you wish to stay here, you can. But you will have to live a life in the shadows. Very troubling things are brewing in Alurin. So if you wish to stay here, you might have to dedicate your time and your craft and your life to fighting back. And it's not necessarily what I would recommend. It's not what I want for you, but it is a choice. Besides that, if you all have a location you'd like to go, you can tell me, and I will try to find a location closest to it if I know a circle, or if you have a specific circle that I can create, I shall do that. Just think about it for a moment. If I can bring you all to unique places if you all wish to go to unique places. But that is only another option. And Military pipes up. That's fine. I'm not going with you guys. I just wanted to be here to see you off.
sorry.
I
Rob, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I know you all spent so much time to get me back, but I'm going to be bouncing back between helping Haitian and helping Clarabelle. I have to help restore your guys' name here. I have to fight back. I think I owe it. I owe it.
Rob will turn to him and kind of clutch him into a hug, and then just kind of open. Like, this is not like, we'll just kind of openly speak to him and be like, just be safe, Military. Don't leave your parents like that again. You're still a kid. Our names are not nearly as important as your guys' lives.
I understand. Thank you, and you stay safe too.
She'll release the hug and she'll can I a piece of paper so I can draw the circle? I feel like it's easier to just write it down than to explain it.
Of course, of course. She brings out something. And in the meanwhile, I have gifts for you. Parting gifts. Baffron, who is on your side. Me and Baffron have been conversating. Baffron has had a secret stash of some, albeit illegal, rare items that she has donated to give to you. And so, as you write that down, Rov, I'll start handing them out. And she picks up something real quick and then gets close to you, Sharp, and kneels down. For the bird who never wishes to be seen. And she flings this piece of fabric over you and pulls it around your neck and ties it. This is a cloak of displacement. She ties it.
Oh, damn!
I'm goated.
God.
That's fucking crazy.
Now, and she puts a finger in your face. Don't think that I can't still see you. I can, always, and will always see you. Make sure you're safe. And she pats your head and she stands up.
Yes. Yep.
Clarabelle is our mother.
She picks up another thing. And she gets close to Mossworm. For the cat who needs to be everywhere, she presents you with boots.
Oh.
Oh my
These
god.
are boots of
Puss in
speed.
Boots. Oh,
These are boots of speed.
Dog.
Which, by the way, I know you don't use it that often, but you have a feature as a tabaxi called Cat's Speed or Cat's Grace or whatever. That allows you to double your movement speed. You're gonna be zooming. You're gonna be zooming around. But you know,
I just did it.
I clocked that as soon as I wrote it down, and I was like, that's funny. But Puss in Boots is funnier.
Boots.
So yes,
Running
Osford has
around at
boots
the
of speed.
speed of sound.
Puss in Boots.
She goes back to the pile, fishes something out. It's shiny. It's wrapped in this sort of tarp, and it's long. And she walks in front of Fel. For the hunter, who is always hurt, she pulls the tarp off, and there's this sort of shiny short sword. This is a short sword of life stealing. She gives it to you. She goes back to the pile, picks up another thing, and Rethni, when she comes to you, she has to look up first of all, but second of all, she is in her hands holding a bowl towards you. For the druid, who must one day make tidal waves. And she just presents this bowl. This is a bowl of commanding water elemental.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
That was
Why
a
did-
magic item I gave one of the fucking bosses in the 1920s one shot. It was a fire elemental.
Mm.
Oh my god.
And finally, she goes back to the pile one more time and picks something up and stands in front of you, Ruff. And she takes the paper from you and tucks it away. It's whatever is in her hand, it fits within her palm. And she looks at you. For the noble, who should always have a friend. And she places in your hand. It's a little statue. It's a little figurine. It's a bronze griffin. This is a figurine of wondrous power.
Thank you, Clarabelle.
Well, you should really be thanking Baffron, but I'll extend the thanks. Whew. So, where is everyone heading towards?
Well, I'll let everyone speak for themselves first, but
Rethni will hug her bowl to her chest, and she'll walk over to Rob and stand next to Rob. I'm going with her.
Mossburn, before like really saying anything, he's gonna run over and give Clarabelle a really tight,
She hugs back.
and he's like really choked up from like the whole gifts and like leaving. He's going to point at Rov and then walk over.
Understandable. And she wipes away a bit of a tear. She looks to Fel.
Thank you for your help and for everything.
Of course.
And Fel will walk to Rav's side. I've followed her this far. And he'll kind of reach his pinky towards Rav's.
Mhm.
I think I'll continue following.
Gay, fruity.
And finally, the look looks upon Sharp.
Guys, I know that we talked about maybe me going with you, but I have something that I have to do first. I'll make my way over. Maybe I'll visit you on holiday.
Where would you like to go, Sharp?
Can you send me to the academy at King's Keep, please?
Just keep. I believe I can. I shall do the big group first. And she starts drawing the circle. 10 minutes. The 10 minutes go away. And before she finishes, she looks at all of you, including Sharp. She kind of pulls you a little bit close to the group. Not in the circle, but like just so she can talk to all of you. Be safe. And
Wait.
despite the fact that you all are no longer adventurers under the guild, you are the most extraordinary people I've had the pleasure of meeting. And Military, I know that all of you weren't there when I first met you guys, but one day, even though not all of us are here, one day we'll all go ghost hunting on Dame Drill's bridge. Everyone. You guys, Haitian and his group, Lucian, Twiggy, Val, everyone. It'll be fun. But like Clarabelle said, stay safe. We're all... I can't really do anything to you guys, but I'll imaginary smack you over the head. And with that, to Sharp and to the group, final goodbyes are said. And Clarabelle finishes both circles. And with that, as the chalk strikes against the floor, you all and that is the end of Concordis.
Damn.
No,
root beer.
No, root beer.
Dude,
Root beer.
I took a look.
No.
I took a look at the fucking sword. Ellen, holy shit, the thing is gnarly looking, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my